Live, man. You see that guided on your screen?
We coming to you live.
Hey, we back again. Episode 21. CJ squared. You got JB. You got Joey. You got Chris. And you about to get that knowledge that you've been seeking and asking. Hey, all my TikTokers, my bad. I forgot to give y'all that 15-minute warning. That's okay. I hit you on Sunday, TikTokers. Let you know what's going on. But tonight, we got that AFC and NFC North CJ Squared preview. And we have the first, well, not the first annual, because it's not the college pick'em, but we're doing our college pick'em against the spread week to week because we got somebody in this place that says that they will pick above 50% on the year against the spread. That guy with his hand up. So, and we're going to have maybe one or two guests come on tonight and pick with us. Some of our avid followers and opponents in different sports leagues, fantasy basketball and fantasy football. Basketball and football. That's what we do. All right. Maybe we do fantasy baseball next year once I get get the itch, I guess. All right. So I'm gonna start us off with this NFC North, some of our burning questions about the NFC South, my bad. If I said North at the beginning, it's the NFC and AFC South, people. We already did the North. My bad. Been a long day, working 5 jobs.
Great, JV.
You know what I'm saying? So I got the NFC South, and our first burning question from the NFC South is, what are the reasonable expectations for the Saints in the first season of the post-Drew Brees era? I'm going to go to you first, Chris.
Ooh, I got the first one. I think they're going to just be middle of the road this year. I think you have to expect a drop off. You're losing one of the best quarterbacks of all time. I mean, he wasn't the same guy towards the end of his career, but I still feel like there's just going to be a natural fall off. It looks like Jameis Winston's playing all right, but to me, I just don't. That's just not a guy.
Guys, stop for a second. Stop.
Uh-oh.
I'm using the wrong stream.
So
let me switch his account real quick.
I thought C Double was about to come on.
C Double's just waiting in the back.
Let me make sure. Joey, check and see if
it popped up on my phone as live.
And it's live.
It popped up live on there.
And it says CJ squared.
Yeah, it said.
Okay, my fault.
Yeah, it's
false alarm.
We live.
False alarm. I looked up and I saw that my comment thing said Grand Park Lions. Like, oh no, I'm in the Grand Park stream.
No, we're good.
Okay, I gotta make sure, man. I can't go to work tomorrow. I'm like, hey, why are you on here on the school thing talking about football? All right, continue, Chris. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I was saying that with Jameis Winston, I don't fully trust him. I mean, have they made the decision yet to?
No,
I think they're still back and forth. I don't really trust fully either of them to be a guy that could lead them to anything more than a mid-level type of season. I think Peyton would be the guy if he could get Winston turned around. He's kind of the quarterback guru, but I still don't think that. Plus, Michael Thomas just seems disinterested. There's a whole lot going on there. So, and I think that they rely on Alvin Kamara too much. So their defense is good. Second last year in DVOA. So, but yeah, to me, they're just relying on Kamara and Thomas too much. And Thomas just doesn't seem like he even cares. So to me, it's just I just think a mid-level, mediocre 9 win type of team, 7 to 8 win type of team. So a fall off for sure.
Oh, okay.
Joey, you with me?
Chris and JB, I am Chris. I don't know where JB's going. I'm with you, Chris. Shouts out to Caesar Milan, the dog whisperer. I just found out that Sean Payton has a pilot show called The Quarterback Whisperer that he's going to star in. And his first client is a lost quarterback named Jameis Winston. And Jameis Winston is going to go off this year because
you're on him.
He's going to go off. He looked fabulous on Monday nights. He's sat behind a Hall of Famer. He's got a rocket arm. He is mature. He is a long time ago. Those crab legs are gone now. They are gone. We're never going to bring up crab legs ever again. We're never going to bring up eating. Well, no, they may bring that up. Eating those dubs may be coming up. So I'm high on the Saints. I don't see the Saints making a drop unless, for like Chris said, Michael Thomas is just being weird. Who knows?
You were with Chris. Chris was the opposite direction.
Yeah,
I'm with Chris when it comes to Sean Payton knowing how to bring quarterbacks up,
and Michael Thomas being a weirdo,
and Michael Thomas being a real weirdo. That's where I am with.
Yeah, Michael Thomas one of those guys. He got paid, and since then he hasn't done anything.
Yeah,
that big year he got paid. He got paid the bag, and he's just not doing.
He's just weird.
I think I'm kind of where Chris is. Like, I think that they look good against the Jags because Urban Meyer doesn't know what he's doing. That will come up later in the show, right?
He knows what he's doing. He'll be fine.
But I think their defense is going to be solid. But I mean, Marquez Callaway and Traquan Smith and Juwan Johnson, and you got a quarterback who's going 33 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. You got another quarterback who is really a running back playing quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Sean Payton's a good coach, but I think I'm with Chris, man. I think they're going to be middle of the road. Maybe they may get 10 wins. I see them going. I actually have them going getting 10 wins, but 10-8, 9-9. That's about it. Nothing special.
You said 9-9.
Oh, that's 9-9. See, I'm all messing tonight. 9-8 and 10-7. I'm all tonight. I'm just gone, man.
JV's adding an extra game.
I'm adding an extra game, man. I'm everywhere, man. I don't know what's going on with me tonight. I apologize, people. I don't know. All right. Anyway, on to the next question. Is Sam Darnold going to be a steal for the Panthers? Frozen screen, Joey.
Yes.
I wanted this question just for Joey.
Yes.
I put this one on there for him.
Yes. Shouts out to Craig on Friday when they asked, do you want to go get something to eat? Yes. Because Sam Darnold is going to be a steal. Sam Darnold is going to have a better year in Carolina than he was with the Jets. Sam Darnold actually has decent weapons in Carolina.
Fantasy team going to be like all quarterbacks.
Everybody
doing that.
Super flex.
I got a funny story for you. A guy in our league this year, 1 year drafted 3 quarterbacks in a row, first, second, third, and fourth round.
Corner that market. You got to corner that market.
Corner the market, absolutely. Corner the market and make moves. It could definitely happen. So Sam Darnold
will be your first quarterback in the CJ Squared Super Flex League.
If I want to draft him really early, I just know he's going to have a much better year this year than he would have had if he was in New York. He's got weapons. He's still extremely young. He's going to make a big leap next year.
Yeah, but Joey,
hold out late for Jameis and Sam Darnold, man. You got it made.
You got your two guys.
I may have a plan that you all don't know.
We'll see, Chris.
Yeah, but the question,
how you feel about it?
The question, Joey, would be, you think he's still going to be better than, because they traded, remember, they got Darnold and didn't take Justin Fields, right? They could have taken Fields at, when did they go? 8? And they took J.C. Horn.
Yes, they did.
Something like that. So you think Darnold's going to be better in the next 2 or 3 years than Fields?
I think he could with the weapons that he currently has. Yes.
Because he better be, or then the move is.
You're absolutely correct.
And I think he could be better than. Really, to me, he has to just be better than Bridgewater at this point. I don't think he'll be better than Fields. So I don't necessarily love that move. But as far as Darnold, he hasn't been better. Last year, he was not better than Bridgewater. But I think he could be a little bit better. So last year, in expected completion percentage, which is kind of a stat that shows that what they should be making, Bridgewater ranked 9th. Darnold ranked 35th out of 40 quarterbacks. But that also could mean scheme wasn't good, help wasn't good. That's probably indicative of that.
Adam Gase last year's coach.
Well, yeah, and so that's what I was getting at is, so the thing I did read that the one thing that they were saying is Adam Gase, when he was with Tannehill in Miami, Tannehill's EPA, which is expected points above average, he was 33rd in the league out of 39. When he left and get to Tennessee the last 2 years, he's been number 1 without Adam Gase.
Oh, wow.
So
the last 2 years, Tannehill has been 2nd in fantasy points per drop back. First is Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, so that's showing you maybe it's Gase and not Darnold.
It's Gase.
And
it was Gase.
Adam Gase was awful.
And you now get McCaffrey, who Darnold's never played with anyone close to that level.
No, he has not.
So
Le'Veon was not Le'Veon. Le'Veon is Le'Veon in Pittsburgh.
He's not.
Jets.
So I think he could be a fringy top 12 guy. I think he has that kind of ceiling. But just because of the weapons that
I see your face, JB. He may be that. Definitely next year.
I'm loving this. I love hearing the information. I'm like, maybe.
But I still don't think. And they get him on he's only getting paid, like, he's not getting paid that much at all. I think he's one of the lower level starters in the league. So I don't think the deal for him. I'd rather Fields over 3 years, but I still think that he could be a steal. I'll say yes, he's a steal for them.
Okay. So I'm gonna go along with both of you guys. I think there is a steal. I mean, you're getting a guy who was a former third pick in the draft in the first round, young quarterback. I mean, and what have we seen over the last couple of years? When Gase is not involved with the players he's coached, they've had good years. You can look at Parker. You can look at Drake. You can look at Tannehill, right? You can look at all these players that when they had Adam Gase, you can look at Landry. When they had Adam Gase as their coach, they underperformed every time. And now when he's not their coach, guess what happens? They flourish. They do better. So
is he still
expect him to do better.
Is he still coaching?
I don't think so.
Probably.
I don't even know how he's in the league with that resume.
Yeah. I mean, everybody says he's he's a good coach. He's an offensive mind, quarterback coach. Yeah, okay. Anyway, Next question.
Hi.
With a new head coach and the loss of Julio Jones and a new look offense, how good or bad will or can the Falcons be? Chris,
I think with losing Julio is huge. Last year when Julio was on the field, they were the 6th ranked offense. Without him, they were the 18th ranked offense. That's a huge drop off.
Feel like 5 times.
Now all of a sudden they're hoping that Pitts, who I think Pitts will be good, but that's huge shoes to fill, right? And that offense.
JB's mans.
They said though that in the last 20 years, 20 rookie tight ends have been drafted in the first round, and of them that played 12 games, they averaged 388 yards a season. That's now Pitts is going to be better than majority of them, you would assume, but he still would have to have a top 2 all-time over the last 20 years to do what even replace Julio in a down Julio year. The only guy who would be the first guy was Jeremy Shockey, Joey's boy.
The way they picked him, you would expect him to be a true game changer. So,
they've got to, and so it's going to hinge on a rookie tight end. I still think that they're going to be good. They get Arthur Smith, right, the old Tennessee coach, and he led everyone last year in play action. So obviously they would because they've got Derrick Henry, but that's obviously something that he wants to do. Their running game was putrid last year. It was 29th in the league. So really their offense with Ridley and Pitts, they're still going to be able to throw the ball, but I think that it's going to come down to, can they run the ball?
Right? Ridley's name?
And Ridley's going to get his. You know that. You definitely know that. He's going to blow it up because Matt Ryan's still going to throw. I still think they'll be all right. And last year, they were 1-8 in 1-score games. So you figure if they even turn that around to be 5-4 in those type of games, that puts them probably right near the playoffs. So
they lost to the Cowboys, winning by like 21, and the Cowboys beat them at the end of the game. They should have won that game easily.
God, that was an awful loss.
They'll probably drop off maybe from the passing standpoint, but if they run the ball better and they win maybe a couple games to get a little bit more luck, which that's huge in football when you're only playing 17 games, 18 if you're JB. I still think I don't think that offense is going to be prolific like it was, but I think it's good enough to maybe be a playoff contender and maybe sneak in. But I don't think they will, but I think that that's kind of what their ceiling is.
Okay. Joey, what do you think?
The Falcons,
25 words or less.
The Falcons will stink this year.
Oh, Joey.
The offense will still run and gun. I don't see them running the ball very well. Their offense is going to – Matt Ryan, the last 10 years, has missed one game. He's thrown for 4,000 yards every year. He's thrown less than 25 touchdowns only twice in the last 10 years. Julio is gone. Russell Gage steps in. He may go for 1,000.
No.
He may go for 1,000. They will be fine on offense. They will definitely score points, but they will blow games. They will compete, but they will be bad. It's time for them to move on. Matt Ryan is going to wants to show that he can still play. He wants to show that he can be a difference maker on a team that is looking to take the next step, even though he will be turning 37. This is a big year. You know how I feel about contract years. You got to prove something. Matt Ryan is going to throw for 4,000 yards. Over
another quarterback on Joey's radar.
25 touchdowns.
Joey
love Matt Ryan.
He loves all of the second, third, fourth tier.
Those are
my first.
He hates Justin Herbert, though. He hates Justin Herbert.
I can't stand him. I'll see it when I believe it with Justin Herbert.
Oh, you believe it when you believe it. Oh, you see it when you believe it. Oh,
I'll
Lord.
see it when I believe it.
Here we go. Hey, tell your boy Buttons we'll let him in when it's time for the college pick'em. Not before or not after. Tell him hold on.
I'm messaging Buttons now. Buttons may be on. I'm gonna message him now.
He's trying to get in. I'm not gonna admit him though.
Okay, I will let him down.
Just tell him he's on for the picks.
Yeah. So for me,
he's a celebrity picker.
I'm with Joey here. I don't think that Falcons going to be good. They're gonna put up numbers, but their defense going to suck.
Yeah.
They got what? Deion Jones. That's it. Who else they got back there that you know of that can stop somebody? They can pass rush, or I don't see it. They got a sleeper in Mike Davis, right? Mike Davis is like the only running back they got, and
that's Teetsort's boy. That's Casey Teetsort's boy.
Yeah, that's my boy too. Right, like talking about it. But look, let me tell you, I think the offense is going to score points. I think that Pitts is going to be the de facto Julio role, and I think they're going to play, two tight ends with Hurst and Pitts kind of out wide, really engaged. They're going to run the ball and pass the ball, but are they going to stop anybody is the question. Are they going to get stops on defense? And I think no. They got a good kicker too. So but are they going to get stops on D?
Well,
so
JV, let me ask you, how many yards do you think Pitts could get?
I think he can realistically, I'm thinking about maybe 900, 950.
Joey, are you similar?
I'm thinking it could be around there, yes.
If Joey says Matt Ryan is passing for 4,000, you got to think really may get 1,200.
10 straight.
And Gage, if Gage going for 1,000, where you got running backs and other receivers, where those yards going to come from? And they brought the guy in. If you pick him number 3, and he is like a freak of nature, and he is so good, you got a Rolls Royce. Are you going to keep it in the garage, or are you going to push it? Right? Are you going to put the keys in and drive it? I think they're going to drive it.
Well, and what did I say? He would be, I think Shockey got like 800 yards or something in his first year.
Mm-hmm.
So he would be the best tight end of the last 20 years. But I think that's probably
his first year. He played for the Giants, right? With Eli, right?
Yeah. So he probably is the best tight end of the last 20 years, or he should be. That's what people are thinking he's going to be.
Right.
So
that first year tight end, yeah, because the NFL for tight ends, it takes about 2 or 3 years for them to really start to blossom, right? So,
right.
you don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Next question for you first, Joey. Will age finally catch up to Tom Brady, Mr. 7 rings, Mr. Super Bowl champ, Mr. got his own Sirius XM show, Mr. married a supermodel, and the rest of the aging Bucs this season? Will age finally make a difference for that team, Joey?
Chris and JB, as the great Aaliyah sang one time on her debut album, age ain't nothing but a number. I'm not going to say anything else about that. So everything that he's going on, but age ain't nothing but a number with Tampa Bay. And I'll tell you this, once again, I'll see it when I believe it with the Tampa Bay Bucs. They return all 22 starters. The last time this happened, 1979, Week 1 starters, the Pittsburgh Steelers. What did they do? Repeated as Super Bowl champs. Last time a team returned all straight Super Bowl starters, 1977, Oakland Raiders. What did they do? Got to the AFC Championship. Age ain't nothing but a number, remix by Joey Neal. It's out. Get it on stream, Spotify. Age ain't nothing but a number, remix.
So you're saying no regression?
No regression at all. Okay. They will repeat.
They'll repeat? Man, he's
already.
They'll get back to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
See, for me, I would go with, based on just eventually it's going to happen. I would say it could, but the numbers don't back up that he's fallen off or that they're falling off at all. Last year ranked out, he was 5th in passing and DVOA and 6th in EPA, which are still elite numbers. they're super deep at the wide receiver and running back position. So even if a guy gets dinged up, they can handle a couple of weeks without, look at Godwin wasn't fully healthy last year. Mm-hmm. So we didn't see the best of him. There last year, really the whole thing is betting on, are they going to have a big injury some year? Last year, they were super healthy. They were the healthiest offense in all of football last year. The offensive line started 76 of a possible 80 games.
Worse.
So is that something that, is that fluky or, that's hard to really.
That's hard. That's hard to repeat.
That is hard. That is hard.
So that would be the one thing, is that you're not going to have any big injuries, but barring a massive injury to someone like Brady, then, they're elite. Their defense is extremely elite. Also, I think they were fifth or sixth. They're deep on offense. They've got weapons everywhere. So really the only thing is
shooters everywhere.
Everywhere. So weapon.
There's another one all over.
So to me, really, you're betting against just that eventually time is going to get everybody. Really, that's the only reason why, is because, but I kept doing that with David Ortiz, thinking every year he would fall off, and every year he kept proving me wrong. And Brady keeps
every
doing
year
it now. So yep. I'm with Joey. I don't know if I'm saying that they're going to make it to the Super Bowl, but I think it looks like they should. So I'm with Joey. I think they got the path right to it. So it's crazy.
Unfortunately, I'm right along with y'all. I could go with my gut and be like Joey and be like, I hope they lose. I hope Tom Brady doesn't win again.
I know that's going to be you.
Man, I don't want him to win again. He's won enough.
He has.
Give somebody else a chance, bro. You got 7 rings on your finger. You got it all. You did it all, man. You proved it wrong. You were a 7th round draft pick, man.
Yes,
they all hated on you. And look what you did with your life, man. You're special, bro. You're special.
It's your life.
Look at you. But hey, it's like Chris said, because Chris always bringing out the good stat lines and the good info. If they started 76 out of 80 games, for the offensive line, and looking at Kansas City's old line at the end of the year last year, that's a big difference. That means a lot. Because Kansas City, against them, their old line was straight trash.
Dookie.
They couldn't block me out there if I played that day. They couldn't.
They're peeking down his 3-point stats, getting the crowd up.
Bruce Smith.
You know what I'm saying? But goodness gracious. So of course they have a chance. Last year, nobody was really expecting it, but this year they have a bullseye on their back, so that could make a difference. Green Bay is really trying to, Aaron. I think their biggest threat in the NFC is going to be Green Bay, but they seem to have Green Bay's number. So we'll see, right? We'll see what takes place. So let's get down to these win totals. So we got the Saints at 9.5. What you got, Joey?
Over.
The over, Chris.
Under.
And I got the over as well.
Oh.
I said they'll win 10 games, I believe. I said like 10 and 8, right?
Yeah.
10 and 8.
They got that one extra
They'll
stop.
lose a player. They will lose a playoff game.
You're already calling that.
I corrected myself. Okay. We got the Falcons, 7.5. Joey.
Under.
Chris.
Over.
I got the under.
Oh, you too.
All right. The Panthers. We got 7.5. Joey, what you got?
Under.
Chris.
Under.
Together on that one. We all got the under. The Bucs, 11.5. Joey.
Over.
Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that over.
I have the under. I got them coming in at 11-6. All right. Little bit of load management. And speaking of load management, why I got kids in middle school track telling me they doing load management because their knees bad on the track.
Oh, already? What are they? Kawhi Leonard?
Thanks a lot, Kawhi.
Got load management in middle school now?
Thanks a lot, Kawhi.
Load management in middle school. Come on now. Come on, bro. All right. Anyway, division winner. Do we all have the Bucs?
Yeah, Bucs.
Amen.
Okay, that's an easy one. I figured that was the choice because I mean, really, unless Winston has a magical year, I don't see anybody else beating him in that division.
No.
All right, here we go.
He will have a magical year.
On to the
Hold on, I found Pitt's, his over-under is 800 yards. Ridley's is 1,300 yards. And Joey, you better bet on this now. Gage is 700 yards.
All right, so what is it on the Pitts one? Is what?
Pitts is 800 yards for Pitts.
Is it a minus or a plus?
800.5 for you're saying on
yeah.
It's minus 115 on both over and under.
I don't like the minuses, but okay. Especially if it's the same thing on both. That's not really
it's
good.
How many touchdowns would you think?
I give him. I say I think he'll have 8.
Joey?
Pitts
will have 9.
He's over under 7.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are both thinking better than
I might get on one of those prop bets.
Hey, I'm all on Gage.
Gage is 700.
I'm ready to put 1,000 on that.
Yeah, 1,000 pennies. All right, let's move on to the AFC South. All right, who's going to be the director of questions?
Joey, you want this? Do you have it pulled up?
Yes, I have it right here.
All right.
Let's go to the AFC South burning questions for all of the millions out there desperate to hear about the AFC South. What type of year can we expect from Julio Jones? And with a healthy Julio Jones, can Tennessee be a legitimate Super Bowl contender? Take it away, JB.
Oh, I'm first? Okay. So first of all, the big question here is, is a healthy Julio Jones? When's the last time Julio Jones has been healthy? When is the last time that he's been actually Julio Jones? Do y'all answer that question for me?
Super Bowl year. Super Bowl year.
How long ago was that?
4 years ago.
Okay, so I was trying to pull up how many games he played last year.
I think he played 7 games, maybe.
7 out of 16 games. And by the way, this guy was my second round draft pick last year in the league.
Oh, he played 9 games.
9, 7 is still the same.
Yikes.
Right?
Not enough.
Anyway, so the question is, if Julio Jones is healthy, of course the Titans are a Super Bowl contender. Now you have AJ Brown, who is a breakout young receiver. You have the monster in the backfield named Derrick Henry. And you have Julio. I mean, you really don't have a tight end, but first he's serviceable. He'll get you some catches, some touchdowns. And your boy Ryan Tannehill, who was disrespected in Miami.
Yes, he was.
Respected. He was a bum. CB hated him.
Rodney Dangerfield
hated Ryan Tannehill.
Rodney Dangerfield.
He goes to Tennessee, and now he is a superstar. He is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL right now. So yes, they have a chance if they can improve their defense. They have good coaching. They have a good coach. So they have a chance to definitely make a Super Bowl run.
What you got, Chris?
A healthy Julio Jones. That's the big question. Will he be healthy?
I still think he's elite when he plays. The numbers back that up. I think that last year in per yards per route run, which is basically how much he's getting out of every yard. It's kind of the top metric for wide receivers. he was 4th out of every receiver. So he's still extremely elite when he plays. Now, obviously, that's the big thing is will he play? But he's still a top 5 guy when he does play. And actually, so he was 4th. You know who was 3rd was A.J. Brown. So they got 2 of the top 4 receivers. That's weapons. And he's always had to be the number 1 guy. This is big that they don't have to expect. They've got maybe the best running back in football. They've got another top 5 receiver as far as that type of receiver on the other side of him. So maybe they can load manage him a little bit, keep him healthy. And I really think that, obviously, like JB said, if they can keep him healthy and in the play and ready for the playoff type of run, the biggest thing is going to be for me is last year their defense was ranked 29th. So can they improve on that? And will Derrick Henry hit that inevitable wall that all running backs who get massive amounts of carries hit? I think that's the biggest question to me is will he
Larry Johnson?
Remember Larry Johnson? That thing is because when it hits,
massive year next year,
it hits hard. I mean, it doesn't. It's just look at Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley was the best running back in the league, and then I don't even know if he is even in the league right now.
He's out in California doing something.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like when it hits, it hits. So I mean, that's going to be the biggest thing for me. I think they can load manage Julio, and when he does play, he's still going to be the elite guy. And the biggest thing is, can they improve on if they can become just a mediocre top 15 defense, go from 29th to a pretty good defense? I think they'll be right there, and then Julio can do his thing in the playoffs. If you have those 2 weapons, that's going to be tough to stop. And then you have play action, which they were the number 1 play action team in all of football last year. So, so I think
Cleveland number 2.
I'm not sure. I have to look that up, but yeah, they probably were. They probably were with that running game also. So I would say, yeah, like JB, if he stays healthy, they're right there in that. If the big thing is Henry and him. I think the question more is Henry going to hit the wall? But I think Henry's got a year left. Yo,
I'm really worried about my hot take on Julio. I'm really, really worried. And the reason why
I have it in my archives, no worry.
Yes. I know you have it, JB. The reason why I'm worried is because Ryan Tannehill is on COVID protocol. I really believe in building the relationship between a quarterback and a number 1 type receiver. They need to mold a relationship.
We're back to molding.
How much of this is happening in Tennessee camp right now.
Larry Brown.
I don't know how much Larry Browning is going on right now. How can you practice
what
when
in
you're on
the Larry
protocol?
Brown is going on?
Matter of fact, I think he actually has it. So I don't know what the rules are there. How long is he going to be out as he's dealing with COVID? So I guess in the meantime, he's getting balls thrown from Logan Woodside. Who is Logan Woodside? I'm sure Logan Woodside throws a great ball. I mean, he's in the NFL, but there is no way Julio is going to be Julio if he's got a guy named Logan Woodside throwing the ball to him. Now, if Julio stays healthy and if Tannehill comes back from COVID feeling really good, I think that there is a chance that Tennessee could be one of these Super Bowl contenders out of the AFC. They seem to have the team makeup. The coach has the attitude that the team definitely follows. They're very stingy. So I think Kansas City is going to be the, I'm not going to say clear favorite because Buffalo is coming for them, but Tennessee I think is a team that could give them problems. But if the health isn't right there, there's no molding happening. There's no molding happening at all.
No Larry Browning.
There's no Larry Brown.
No, and Larry, what in the Larry Brown?
What in the Larry Brown?
Let's go to our second burning question, AFC South. Do you have faith in Carson Wentz? It used to be called Wentzylvania. There was a state called Wentzylvania at one point. That state dropped out of the union and returned to being Pennsylvania. Chris.
Have they named him as the starter? I know he was hoping he would start week 1. Has anything been locked in or?
I don't think anything's been.
I know he returned to practice last week and was taking all the first team snaps after
we're assuming
3 weeks after his surgery.
All right, so 2017, 18, 19, his QBR was 1st, 11th, and 12th.
Yeah.
So all top 12 guys. Then last year he dropped all the way to 28. Phillip Rivers was 19th last year. So I think we saw Rivers couldn't get the ball down the field, right? His arm was probably the weakest in all of NFL last year. Wentz is super aggressive type of player. So I think that helps. He's got some speed on the outside for sure with TY. So to me, if he can return, not maybe to that 1st, but if he can get to that 11th or 12th range. But last year, so his completion percentage above exception, above exception, meaning how often they think he should complete that. He was 2nd worst last year, only ahead of Haskins. So that's a bad number there. But they only thought he should complete the lowest balls would be 4th, meaning that the scheme wasn't good enough. So you would think just coming to more weapons. He's definitely got more weapons.
Clearly more weapons.
So to me, better offensive line, one of the better offensive lines in football. So you would hope if he can just get back to middle of the road, then that team will be even better than they were with Rivers. I would say I've got faith not to return to the 2017 Wentz, but maybe another fringe top 12 guy for me.
So he's back with his former coach. Former OC in Philly, right? Frank, right?
That's his man.
I mean, he has a good old line. He has a good young running back. He has some decent receivers. Got Pittman. He got Paris Campbell, sleeper from Ohio State, real sleeper pick. And, of course, my man Zach Pascal from ODU out there putting in work. Right? So, you got Jack Doyle too, I think, at tight end, who's still a decent tight end. So, they have Mo Ali Cox too. So they got weapons.
That's a VCU guy, our school.
Yeah, basketball guy, right? Yeah. So, he has a chance to be successful. Now, put it this way, if he cannot have success in this offense with a good old line, decent weapons, good running back, good coaching, then he's done. This is his make it or break it year for him as a young QB. Do I have faith in him? I got faith in his coach. He had Phillip Rivers went to the playoffs last year. So, and Rivers was a statue back there. So at least Wentz can move and aggressive. So, yeah, they got a chance. He got a chance too.
Hold on, Joey. JB, where do you think he would finish, say, from a fantasy standpoint? Do you think he's a top 15 guy?
That's yet to be determined, right? Because, his receivers really aren't, they're decent, but they're not awe-inspiring, right? You don't have a receiver on this team that you think is going to be a top 24 guy right now.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, there were weeks where Hilton would go off last year, and then Hilton would do nothing.
Why Hilton, man? He is beyond. He's past his prime. He's not going to have those 1,400, yard seasons. So he's still take the top off. But you want a hot take? The Colts will not have a receiver that is a wide receiver 1 or 2 this year.
Wow.
They have a bunch of threes, like the Hawks, a bunch of threes.
Shouts out to John Lennon. Well.
Oh, that's a sweet song.
Oh, well.
Oh, Lord. Mr. Neal, you got a kid watching the show saying you should be doing your lesson plans right now.
We're still in the early weeks. We're still learning about rules and procedures.
He's trying to call you out, bro.
Let me tell you that there may be a wide receiver 2 on the Colts depth chart who has the ability to be a possible stud. I guess you all have never, JB, I guess you never heard of a young man named Michael Pittman Jr.
I drafted him last year. I know the guy, man.
He doesn't know him well enough.
I guess you don't know him well enough, JB.
I do.
Michael Pittman has a chance. I tell you what, he's better than any receiver the Eagles had on their roster last year. Michael Pittman would have been the best receiver on the Eagles team last year.
Maybe.
If I'm wondering what type of relationship Michael Pittman Jr. and Carson Wentz have.
Tell me if you have faith in Carson Wentz, please. That's the question.
Have they molded anything with Carson?
I think there is some Larry Browning going on. I think
but Carson Wentz has missed a lot of time.
I do have faith in it. And like JB said, Carson Wentz is back with his mans that he had
fans in them
at his best season with. So I do have faith in Carson Wentz to show that he can get back to.
Well, let me ask you, Joey, top 15 fantasy guy. We're not really all putting our money where our mouth is.
I said he wouldn't be a top 15 guy. So
Joey?
I called it.
Maybe top 17.
All right. We have faith, but it's not a lot.
It's not. He can't be worse, right? He can't be worse. And like you all said, the Colts O-line is a pretty good O-line. The Eagles were awful last year. They were awful.
The really good thing that he has going, that he does not have to do it all himself. He has a decent defense. He has a good line. He has a good young running back. He has good coaching, some decent receivers. So he does not have to go out there and try to win every game on one play.
Correct.
So he has a chance.
Well, we shall see.
All right.
We shall see. Let's go on to the next AFC South question. Do the Texans move on completely from Deshaun Watson? If so, when do you try to move him? JB, where you going with Deshaun Watson?
I got 2 words. It's a 2-word answer. Yes, now. That's my answer. I'm done. Not even explaining. It's self-explanatory.
That's all you need.
Go on, Chris.
I'm sorry. I love this guy. I loved him at Clemson. I love everything that he's done. I'm not saying that he's guilty. I'm not saying what's going on. He did it. But I'm saying is, as a Texans, can you afford that much negative publicity? From the quarterback is supposed to be the face of your franchise. Can you really do this? That's all I'm saying. I'm done.
Great point, JB. Chris, where you going?
So I'm with JB. I think they for sure 100% need to move on. And I think just from what I'm reading, it sounds like they don't think he's going to play another game. I think he's wanting to move on. I think really I think right now, though, they're just setting the trading bar. I think they said they want 3 firsts and 2 seconds for him. So they're not getting that. So you wonder if right now they are trying to say, hey, we're out there trying, but we can't find a partner, because you're not going to find a partner with that high, especially a guy, maybe Deshaun with not all this baggage, maybe you get it. But with all this, guys have no clue what's going to happen. So to me, they definitely need to move on, and I think they will. But if it was me at this point, I might try to trade. If you're already saying going into the season, not knowing you're not going to play him, I may hang on to him until you can wait into the season so you can see like a team like Miami wants him, right? They've talked about trading for him, or Philly, one of these other teams. Maybe you now know, okay, Miami, you're going to get a 28th pick or a 26th pick, where Philly, you're going to get the 5th pick. Then you know, okay, that's who I want to make a move. So I'm only holding on to him just so I can maybe see what I can get later on. But as far as, am I pulling the trigger? Yes, definitely 100%. I'm doing it at some point. I'm pulling that trigger.
Pull the trigger, coach. Advice.
Definitely, he's going to me.
Football's finest. I'm pulling that trigger as soon as I possibly can. They need to start over. Get rid of Deshaun Watson. Get rid of the name Texans. Go back to being the Houston Oilers. They need a complete revamp of everything. Go back to being the Houston Oilers. Let's move on. AFC South.
Bring back Bum Phillips.
Jerry Glanville should be the new interim coach.
Bum Phillips.
Last question. AFC South. What type of year do the Jags have to have for Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence to call it a successful season? What do you say, Chris?
All right. So, I mean, with the bar they've set is so low over in Jacksonville. They've had in the last 10 years, they've had one winning season, and they've had 44. They've had one winning season. How many did they win that year? That one year
they went to the AFC Championship game that year.
Yeah, so they won a good amount of games that year.
Yes,
so in 10 years, they've only won 44. So if you take off, say, 10 games that year, I'm not even sure where they won. That's already down to 34 and a 9. That's what, 3 or 4 games a year that they're winning, not even 4 games a year that they're winning. So the bar is pretty low. I think I know JB is hating on Urban Meyer. I think college coaches have kind of been up and down. He's had
He's gonna pull a Nick Saban, leave mid.
He may. He may
go back to college.
I think he's got to ride it out. Trevor Lawrence, I think, is going to have an up and down year. But to me, I think I would say probably in that. I mean, I would say 5-6 wins is probably a good year for them if they can somehow get 6 wins. Losing ETN hurts them.
It does.
But their wide receiver group is really good. And last year they went 1-5 in 1-score games, but they have the 4th toughest schedule.
1-15, Chris.
Well, 1-score games. That means they got blown out in all the rest of them, but they actually stayed close in 6 of them. So maybe they can go 2 and whatever. But to me, I think that they've got some players. Their wide receiver core is good, actually.
Yeah. They got Marvin Jones, DJ Shark, Laviska Shenault.
Yeah.
We have no tight ends, though. None.
Your boy Robinson there. So I think Lawrence will have games where he lights it up. But I would say 6 wins for them would be counted as a successful year, considering they're averaging about 3 to 4 wins a year. That's double it. So yeah, for me, that's about a successful year.
Okay.
So the year they went to the AFC Championship game, they finished their regular season 10-6, and that year they had the number 1 defense in the league. If I recall, that year their defense was nasty, and they had a chance to beat the Patriots, but they didn't. They had them right that game. Listen, for me, the type of year that's successful is if Trevor Lawrence finishes a year not hurt.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
I mean, really, there is the expectation for Urban Meyer should not be that they come out and win. It's grow, learn, develop, survive. Right? You don't want him to end up like Joe Burrow, right?
Yeah.
And get injured. You don't want him throwing the ball 40, 50 times a game, right? To get hit and get sacked. So, and Urban Meyer has to learn. Like, I was listening to some guys the other day, they were talking about the New Orleans Jag game. They were like, he was just out-coached. It's like he didn't know what he was doing. In college, he had the best players. In the pros, you don't have the best players. The offense, they went 3 and out like the first 4 or 5 drives. I watched that part. I wanted to see what was going to happen. They were going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. So if Trevor Lawrence makes it to the year not getting hurt, I think for them it's successful.
Well, JB, right? Let me ask you: were they getting pressure? Like, what did Lawrence look like as far as?
I mean, Lawrence
did he not look comfortable?
Like, I mean, he looked like a pro. You know, in the NFL, you know, they have plays when it's 3rd and 10, and the guy runs a 6-yard route.
Yeah.
And he was hitting Marvin Jones, those guys, every time of those routes, but they're not first downs.
Right.
In college, you know, the guys 3rd and 10, they're getting 30. They're getting 40. Right. You know what I'm saying?
If you got playmakers like Clemson had, they're turning.
So, you know, so it's just, I mean, Trevor Lawrence looks the part. He looks like he can develop into a really, really good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Will he meet the expectations set on him? Who knows? But he got a chance, but you got to keep him healthy. Right. So, and you got to build and develop, and he has to grow. So if he makes it through the year healthy, he's good.
I want to see 4 things happen.
Oh, geez. 4
things.
James Robinson go for 1,516 touchdowns.
That's one.
In order for the Jags to have, for Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence to have a success, 4 things need to happen. I agree with JB. I want to see Trevor Lawrence start all 16 games. Number 2, I want to see Trevor Lawrence throw for about 3,500 yards. Number 3, I want to see Trevor Lawrence turn the ball over less than 15 times. Number 4, I want Trevor Lawrence to have a QBR of about 60. About 60. I think the average QBR of an NFL starter roughly 50. Roughly.
Let the stat man do that. You don't think, you either know or you don't know.
I want to say that. So if he can have a QBR around 60, he's on his way. That's what I want to. If they keep him healthy, if he can do things like that, it's gonna be a success. They're going to finish under 500 clearly, but that's just going to give them momentum going into next year. Things are going to start to
the
come
average,
to
the average QBR for NFL quarterback is 50. Just so you know.
Okay. I can see what's if those things can
it said a Pro Bowl level player will have a QBR around 75.
Okay.
So last year, Baker Mayfield was 10th with a 72.
Okay.
Your boy Daniel Jones was 20th with a 61. So you want more than
Daniel Jones? Oh my God! Okay.
Well, for a first-year plaar.
Okay.
So right. Joe Burrow had a 56.
What was Peyton Manning's his rookie year?
Oh, I'll have to look that up
because this is something.
Look that up, Chris. While I'll get this next thing started, because of course it's getting late, and unlike some of you, I have to work tomorrow and get up early and do morning announcements. Yeah. Joey has to catch the train to Georgia and
Georgia.
All right. So, Joey, go ahead and tell Buttons to go ahead and join the Zoom, and I'll let him in right after we do this. These totals, the over and unders. All right. So, Titans over and under is 9.5 games. Chris, what do you got?
I'll taking that over.
Okay, Chris has the over. Joey?
Under.
What the heck?
9 and 8.
I got the over. Okay, for the Titans. Okay. All right, the Colts over and under 9.5. Joey, what you got?
Over.
Chris?
I'm going under.
I got the over on that.
I'm saying 9.
Okay. Texans 4.5 wins. Joey?
Under.
Yeah, whatever that was, it's not low enough. I'm going under.
Chris, under. We all got the under.
Yeah.
And the Jags 6.5.
Ooh, that's close.
Under.
I'm saying under. Under, I think 6.
We all got the under. Okay. All right. Division winner. Joe, who you got?
Colts.
Ooh,
Chris.
I got Titans.
I got the Titans as well. All right.
All right.
So usually I do the rehash of our over and unders. Tonight I'm not doing it. Hey, check the channel. I've been posting everything we talked about, everything we're doing there. You can read up and see
all that.
what we're doing. Right now, we're gonna let in our 2 special guests for tonight and get down to this college pick'em and see what they're about. We got my man Buttons, and we got the Greek.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, there's all Buttons.
And we got
Where are they?
They're coming. And we got the Greek.
Oh, there's all Buttons.
What's up, Buttons?
What's up, fellas?
This is history.
Yeah.
Our first guest.
Oh, C Double's got the. Is that your picture in the background, JB?
Yeah, I don't know why he got that picture in there.
Old school. Oh, I gotta change that.
That's the Greek. You know, the Greek like my dad, man. He had multiple nicknames. He got C-Double.
Yeah, I can't
He got the
get over
Greek. You know, he got nicknames I can't say on TV or live in person, but that's the Greek.
JB, look behind Button's right shoulder. Look behind Button's right shoulder.
Hey, the Greek is a Syracuse. Let's get it. Let's get that orange. We got it. That's what I'm talking about.
Get out of here with that. Get out of here.
All right, let's go. All right, fellas. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for joining CJ Squared.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
History has been made tonight.
And the Greek are also part of the first annual CJ Squared Fantasy Football League. And just so you know, we plan to destroy all of you this year. Just so you know. That's right. I said it. I'm going to keep it 100. I said when you're not here, I'm going to say it to your face. Right? And Buttons, and when basketball starts, you know you're getting that work. So you know you're getting that work, Buttons. The basketball
Buttons. We're back. We're back.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. All right, okay. So, all right, we're gonna get down. We're gonna get down to these picks. All I need from you guys, I'm gonna pull this up and I'm gonna share my screen with the millions. Right? I'm gonna share it with the millions. I see you see that guy in the back, Chris? That is the hot one. The hot one's in the back of that picture. That's hot.
Even he's making an appearance.
Yeah, that's hot right there, man. That's the hot one. That is the hot one himself, man. Let me pull up this Excel doc.
This must be your contacts, JB, as far as the names on the Zoom.
Yeah, come on, man. We ain't in here to discuss all those things.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, but yeah, of course it is. All right, so do you have the thing in front of you? I got the Greek. We put the Greek on here, and then of course I got my man Buttons, the Syracuse fan, New York Knicks fan. All right, so
we're picking that game tonight, right?
Orange.
What game is it?
Syracuse, Ohio. I'm just kidding.
We ain't picking Syracuse, Ohio, Buttons. All right, I'm sure you all can see you can see the link. We're gonna start with his first game. I'm gonna let Buttons and CB make the first pick. Who you got for this Nebraska-Illinois game, Buttons?
You want the spread or you just want the winner?
No, the spread's already out there. See?
All right.
You got Illinois +7. Who you taking?
I don't know if you've seen a lot of Nebraska games, but there's a guy on that team, okay? Adrian Martinez.
The quarterback?
Look out for that quarterback.
Okay.
Crazy insight.
He led his team in rushing last year. The guy's a playmaker. Playmaker. Okay, Nebraska wins for sure.
All right, so we got Nebraska with the -7. Who you got? C double, the Greek. You know, the Greek is named after Jimmy the Greek.
I'm gonna go with Chris every time you ask me. So I'm going Chris. So I heard Buttons and I heard what he was talking about. I'm looking at my notes here. and I'm a point gobbler. And you got to realize that the Fighting Illini bringing about 82% of their roster back from last year. Give me them 7 and give me the Illini.
All right, C Double has spoken. The Greek. All right, Chris, you're next. Who you got?
I'm with your boy C Double there. I like taking the dogs when I can. So yeah, give me the +7 there.
It's one of Joey's hot takes. Remember, Nebraska's going 7-5 this year, if I recall.
Even with Scott Frost and all his issues.
7 wins for the Cornhuskers. They get number 1 on Saturday.
All right, with those 7 points they're giving up.
Absolutely.
All right. Unfortunately, I got to go with Joey and I got to go with Buds this time. All right, let's go. Let's get it cracking. All right, so I got this next pick. We got Boise State versus UCF. As you all know, Boise State travels well. They don't go on the road to get blown out. So I got Boise covering the spread here. Who you got, Joey?
Give me Boise covering UCF, not the same UCF.
Chris, who you got?
I need UCF here, so I'm just rooting for them. I'll go UCF here. 9's a lot though, but is it 9? Oh, it's 5.
It's -5.
So I got that. Yeah, I'll take UCF.
You got Greek.
Okay, Chris is here. Boise travels
You are the Greek.
I know that. There's a story behind that, but I'm online. I'm Chris C Double, and Boise travels very, very well, but it's a long distance.
Let me just call you Chris, man.
It's a long distance to get to Florida.
You already coming in my line. You coming on my show acting a fool
I give
already.
Boise anything east of west of the Mississippi. I give it Boise State when they cross over to Mississippi. Time zones going to Central Florida. Heavy COVID environment. Give me UCF -5.
The Chris's are loving some of the same picks.
All right, Buttons, who you got, man?
Oh, come on, man. It's Boise State all the way. They're not only going to cover, they're going to win the game.
Okay, good. All right. Who you got on this East Carolina Appalachian State, Buttons?
I'm going to take the points. Give me East Carolina.
East Carolina. Okay.
That's a lot of points.
All right. Chris.
Make it quick. Blowout special. Appalachian State. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, huh? Okay.
I'm going to see double again. Appalachian State, me and Hammer.
I would see double as well. Blowout coming.
Yeah. I got Appalachian State too, Buttons. You on your own.
Oh, Buttons on an island.
On an island.
He's on an island. Read
we got Ohio State starting the redshirt freshman going on the road to play against the Minnesota Golden Gophers. I'm taking those points, man. I know it's crazy, but I'm taking them.
Wow. Wow. That's a lot of points. Look at them. Gobble.
Joey, who you got?
CJ Stroud is special. He's going to have a breakout game.
Every QB is special to you.
Give me the Ohio State University.
Oh, the. But Penn State.
Penn State is on there.
You got to retire.
I'm going Ohio State.
Wow. Okay. This is the first college football playoff run game of the season. We're going with Ohio State. CFP run. It starts right here. This is the college football playoff run right here. It starts right here. Ohio State.
Ohio State. Okay. Am I on the island, Buttons? I'm on the island.
Ohio State blowout.
He's on the island. I'm
on the island. Hey, I don't mind it. I'll be on the island real quick. All right, Buttons. Penn State versus Wisconsin.
This one's tough. I'm going to go with Wisconsin, though.
Oh, they're laying the points down? Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
All right, Chris.
Okay, easy peasy buttons. You got to understand Wisconsin lost their last 3 games against ranked teams. This is the first game of the season, ranked versus ranked. Give me them plus 4.5. Give me Penn State University.
Man, I need Wisconsin, so I'm going all who I need here. So yeah, I'm going Wisconsin. I want to have something to root for, you know.
Gotcha. When the full crowd comes back and once House of Pain Jump Around comes on, that stadium is going to go nuts.
Oh wow.
Wisconsin.
Oh wow. I'm on the island, JB. What's up?
Let's see. Yep, you on the island, bro. I got Wisconsin. You on the island. All right. We got Indiana versus Iowa. You know, I looked at this game. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna do the Joey. Go visceral on this one, and I'm gonna take those Hoosiers.
Ooh.
Joey, don't try to read the game. Go ahead, man. Tell me what you.
Indiana's got a pretty special quarterback. I'm going to go with those Indiana Hoosiers as well.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I'm going Indiana.
Ooh. He's going Iowa. Go ahead. Go ahead and put it in.
You got to go with the the Marvel Hawkeye. You know, I mean, give me them Iowa. Man, it's the Big Ten.
Tell them to throw it to
Chris. We're doing the island buttons. Yo, you going with Chris?
Put Iowa on the board right now.
Oh, there you go.
That's right, man. I mean, come on. That's easy.
Big one here, man. This is one of those spreads, man, that you really want to mess with.
There you go. All right, what you at, buddy?
You got the hot ones. Got the hot ones team. The Miami Hurricanes plus 19.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Crimson Tide.
That's a lot.
That's a
lot of points, but
where you at, Buttons? Where you at? What you got, Buttons?
There's 2 things, man. You don't bet against Tom Brady, and you don't bet against Saint Nick.
Tell
me down for Alabama.
Wow. Okay.
Now, Chris hates.
I know. So I do. And JB, I made the phone call too to ask Rodney what he thought about his Hurricanes week 1 against
what do
Alabama.
You say?
Doesn't matter. He didn't convince me. He said everything but the truth. And you got to go with Bama. I don't care what the spread is. You got to take Alabama. They're gonna get blasted.
Disrespectful. Plus 19. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm a Miami guy, but I gotta go Bama. Even though they last year I bet against them. I bet with them against Citadel, I think it was, and they covered in the first half and killed them. So.
CFP here.
35 last.
Something that was like 48 points.
Yeah. This is an Alabama home game. It's in the.
It's a neutral field.
It's an SEC home game. Alabama.
Bama, man.
They gonna run it? This is our first one that's gonna.
The points, JB.
I'm taking the points, man.
Wow, there it is. Okay. Hey, you just gotta highlight the islands. Highlight the islands.
Yeah, you need to highlight them.
All right, so we got Georgia versus Clemson. Clemson and Georgia should be a really good game. But I got to go with Dabo. Here.
Put me down for Dabo as well. This is ACC country.
Give me Georgia.
Wow. Okay, that's what I thought, Chris. Okay. We got the ACC South. You got the Trevor Lawrence remnants are still there. Maybe, I don't know. First game of the season, CFP bound. You got four teams are heading to the CFP. I've already talked about 2 of them. Give me Clemson right now.
There we go, C double.
Come on,
there we go, C double.
Button, you on the islands? Means is Chris coming on the islands?
I think it's island. It's island time for Chris.
Okay. Clemson. All right.
I'll live out there.
It's one of This is Chris. Don't you have both of these teams in your conference? You picked them, LSU and UCLA.
No, I think Joey has LSU.
Oh, okay. Whoa, that's a big matchup then. So Chris, Bugs, who you got, man? Who you got?
Give me LSU in this one.
LSU +4. Okay. But I mean, no, LSU -4.
Hey, LSU land.
Yeah, I got it, man. Yep. I got it. What you got?
I'm going with the Tigers as well. LSU.
Okay.
LSU.
Yeah, give me LSU here.
Okay, Joey.
Damn, I'm going to interview.
Ed Orgeron came in. He visited.
He's about to be pissed off.
Oof.
Because UCLA is going to show
the
entire
that's
college
good.
football world. You come to LA.
There you go, LSU. Okay, we got some island. Joey, everyone been on the island.
Joey's on the island.
It's going to be rough.
Everyone's been on the island.
It's going to be rough.
This right here. I think this is a telltale game right here.
Ooh.
-9 versus Louisiana.
No, wait, hold up. No, is it Texas -9 or +9?
It's -9. It was a typo.
Okay.
All right. So I have these teams are ranked 22nd and 23rd in the coaches poll. I think in the AP poll, and so they it should be a tightly matched game. So I'm going with the Raging Cajuns.
Do you got both of them in your pick?
I do.
Oh, so this is you don't care either way.
Yeah. I'm gonna be 1-1 on this one anyway. So it doesn't matter, but it's all good. I got them Raging Cajuns. Who you got, Joey?
Tight as a tiger. Give me the Raging Cajuns.
Raging Cajuns.
We might get an island.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I don't trust Texas ever. So.
This year.
Yeah. I like that. Saracen hasn't even chosen his starting quarterback. Give me them Cajuns. He hasn't even chosen his quarterback yet after coming out of that preseason.
Yep, got to go Cajuns.
Young is not walking.
The points, man. Here we go.
The first one. Okay.
Vince Young is not walking
versus Florida State.
Major Applewhite. Not walking that door.
Give me the points. Florida State.
Wow. Family Feud. Family Feud. Hey, you got chaos down there in Tallahassee. Bobby gone. They in mourning. Give me Notre Dame.
The Golden Domers.
Yeah, give me Notre Dame here.
Notre Dame.
Give me the Fighting Irish. Rudy.
You on the island, Buttons. You on the island, buddy.
Oh, man.
All right, so I got this. This is my bonus pick. UNC versus Virginia Tech +5.5 for Tech. So, as you know, UNC was one of my picks in the first annual CJ Squared College Football Conference collaboration. So I'm going with those Tar Heels, even though, I know that's Chris's team in basketball. Who you got, Joey?
Joey, who you going? I know you're a Tech guy.
Once Enter the Sandman comes on, the student body is going to go nuts. That stadium has not been filled in a long, long time. But Sam Howell is going to show the student body how good he is. Give me the Tar Heels.
Oh, wow.
Erase that, JB.
I like the early right by JB in the race.
He was hitting me with that. I thought he was hitting me with the Joey knows give you that slider.
Yeah, he throws that slurve on you.
Coming at you like this, and his
That
dip.
was a knuckle curve.
He just throws that slurve on you.
That's a knuckle curve.
Yeah, give me UNC here.
Wow.
I see Hop has joined us, and he's watching. He had a comment about LSU.
Hotland's probably mad he couldn't convince C Double.
Yeah.
Oh, he happy JB picked Miami, so he's very happy. So
Hi, I'm with you.
That's right. Okay. Well, we're gonna put Buttons on an island. Give me them Tar Heels, easy peasy.
Buttons. Last pick.
Last pick, Buttons.
It is not island time. I got to go with Sam Howell.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That first week of the college football pick'em. I want to thank our special guest tonight, Buttons, and my man C Double, Chris, for joining us.
Yes, C Double. Yeah.
Hey, everybody, keep watching the show. Maybe next time you can be a special guest and pick against the champs.
We should have had Buttons put on like the Lee Corso. Where he puts on the he's like,
that's so fast, my friend.
That's so fast.
So fast, my friend. All right. Hey, and you guys are more than welcome to come back and join us again for the next week 2 pick'em, which won't be until after the next 2 weeks, because in the first week of the college football season is like 2 weeks long. So we'll have you back and see how well you do. And if you do well, we're gonna give you props. You do bad,
JB,
you're gonna get that work.
JB,
same energy.
That's right. You're gonna get the work. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get that work.
Hey, I know 2 guys that need to be on here.
JB,
what's up?
On that spreadsheet, man, how many islands we got? I mean, if you look.
For islands, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think everyone 6, went on an island. I think all of us each individually went on an island.
Yeah.
Got 7 islands, man. We got 7. We got 7 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. I'll forward the sheet to all of you so y'all can, keep up with it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna post that up on the YouTube channel too, so everybody can see it, see everybody's picks. So until next time, people, tomorrow night, check out that What If episode 3. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't watched it yet, holla at me. What you got for him, Chris?
Oh, I haven't even seen. I saw the first one, but yeah, I'm just ready for this college football season to start. When's is Nebraska's? What time is that? That's the first game, right? That's
1 o'clock game, man. The first game of the season. It's the coronation of Joey's. That was Joey's first hot take.
He's been hyping up Scott Frost in UCLA for like the last 3 or 4 years.
It's time.
It's a big year for him.
It's time.
Right. Hey, what you got for the masses, Bud? You got anything you want to say?
No, not really. I really appreciate you guys letting me on.
Yeah,
Buttons, man. We appreciate you too. C Double, what you got for him?
Hey, CJ Squared. Hey, I appreciate everything y'all are doing, and just a chance to be and talk to your fans and all the folks watching y'all around the world. It's good to be here. I do plan to put up numbers against y'all on the college football playoff, whatever it is, and your fans will be talking about me if you don't bring me back. Because I'm putting up numbers. I may run the table, matter of fact. I may run the table on that. I may run that table.
We love it. We love it, CJ Squared. We love it. We love it. We love it. All right, everybody. Joey, take us away.
Welcome back to a real high school football season starting tomorrow night. Let's get it. Welcome back, high school kids. Enjoy.
All right, everybody. Peace. Hey, see you on Sunday night. Sunday night, catch that wide receiver, tight end fantasy show. Find out who we got
knowledge
going off. Joey taking quarterbacks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So find out what we got going on.
We have somebody
Dave, Chris. He pulling the Dave.
Yeah, anyone but Herbert.
The young Dave.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, bam, bam, bam. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Be safe out there. Holla back. See ya.